Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now, guys. And if you guys are able to listen to me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. How are you guys? Is everybody fine? Is everybody great? Please let me know. All clear? No issues with everything, right, guys? Okay, great. Amazing, guys. Amazing. Okay, so the first thing that will be there is that, first of all, do let me know, guys. Have you guys done? So, do you guys remember yesterday's assignment? I gave you guys an assignment yesterday, right? A very small assignment I gave you guys yesterday. So have you guys completed it? First, let me know what was the assignment, guys. Okay, first, let me know what was the assignment, guys. It was to revise the things. It was to rewatch the things itself. Even if you were not watching the video, just that revision was needed right over there, guys. So did you guys do the assignment? See, if you have not done it as well, it's totally fine. It's not something that I'm going to scold you guys upon or to like, I'm not going to give you guys the certificates on it or something like that. It's the main thing is that even if you have not done it, just be honest with it. There's no issues in that. The main point of the assignment was that that particular question is very important for you guys, right? And that information, that knowledge, you won't be able to get it anywhere else as well. So I want to make sure that you guys were able to understand the topic properly or not. So were you guys able to do that? Please let me know. Are you guys able to rewatch the video or just revise the topic on your end as well? Or you guys were able to do that? Good. So that was the major topic that I wanted you guys to understand right over there, guys. Imanshi saying this stuff is hell tricky, I swear. See, the point is that you just need to do one thing. You just need to keep on practicing, keep on revising. You will be able to understand it very well. Okay, just give it some time. Okay, so that will be more than sufficient for you guys to understand the topic. So keeping that in mind, guys, so what we are going to do today is we are going to continue with Python. But today, what we are going to do is today will be the last day of Python, guys. Try to understand this. On the very first day as well, if you guys remember one thing, I don't know if I told you guys this or not. You should never waste more than 5 days on learning a programming language. Anything more than 5 days, 2 hours every single day is more than sufficient to learn a programming language. Now, I'm not saying that, okay, you should reach till data structures or you should reach till you are having your if else statements, conditional statements, loops, iterators itself. You don't need to learn all those things. You just need to spend 5 days, 2 hours every single day. That is more than sufficient to learn a programming language. Now, what after that? After that, start learning the technology related to that. For example, in this particular bootcamp, our main goal is to learn machine learning. Our main goal is not to learn Python. Please try to understand it. When you're learning machine learning, you're writing the code in Python itself, right? Please try to understand this particular logic, guys. When you're learning machine learning, you will be writing your code in Python itself. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. So when you're writing your code in Python, and if you don't know what to write, how to write it, what would you be doing? You will be researching about it on the internet. You'll be trying to find it on the internet itself, right? The same thing you have to do right over here as well. It is the exact same thing that you have to do. So what happens is once you start learning machine learning, new concepts of Python will come up right over there. Then you will be able to understand it right over there along with learning machine learning. So, because see, deep knowledge in Python is not required to learn machine learning, guys. That is one of the major misconceptions that are there. Major misconception that is there in the industry is that if you are, let's assume if you are there inside of a particular topic, you want to learn machine learning, you have to learn the entire Python before starting that. It's not the case, guys. It's not the case. While you are learning machine learning, while you are practicing right over there, while you are learning new concepts right over there, you guys can start learning about Python as well. So the same thing I'm going to do during this entire thing as well, guys. During the next set of videos, there will be two parts that I'll be showing you guys right now, just to prove that you don't need to know the entirety of Python, just a basic understanding about, okay, Python is a programming language, we can write some code inside of it. It is more than sufficient to start learning machine learning and practice and learn Python right over there. If you're not able to understand something, just read about it, just learn it right over there. That's more than sufficient. You don't need to start from the utmost scratch that, okay, there are four types of loops that are there, three types of loops that are there, what are these loops, how is they used. When you come to that point wherein you are using that particular loop inside of your Python code and you're not able to understand it, there you can spend some time researching about the topic and learn about it right over there. You don't have to spend a lot of time upon Python. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please do let me know. Great. So for that particular reason itself, I'm going to share with you guys a very in-depth Python course as well that you can do for free. Okay, you don't have to pay anything or something like that. Like I always say, if it is just my particular efforts that are being utilized right over there, I will always make sure that it is for free for you guys. So I created an entire set of notes just about Python, covering everything that you need to know about Python to get started with anything that you want. You want to get started with machine learning, you want to get started with artificial intelligence, you want to get started with data science, you want to get started with web development, you want to get started with blockchain, you want to get started with cybersecurity, anything and everything that you guys want to start. Whatever you need to learn in Python, you guys have seen my notes. The notes are very in depth. If you guys gave it a look as well, or if you guys saw it, the notes that I've created for you are, I think so, it is in a little bit more depth than is required. And just by reading those notes as well, you will be able to understand most of the topics that are out there because I've created that note in that particular essence itself. So let me give you guys the notes right now itself. I'm very sorry that I didn't did it. So I actually forgot about it when I started with the class. So it is my mistake. I forgot to share the notes with you. So I will be sharing the notes right now itself. You don't have to worry about it. Give me just a second or two. Let me just find the notes where I put it up. Even I also am a human being. I also forget sometimes where I've kept the notes. So as you're able to see, I've created this in-depth version of Python that covers everything that is out there. For example, let's see control flow or functions in Python. Okay. So I've created these notes right over there that explain you guys everything. So, for example, conditional if statements, then there are examples, there are code snippets right over there, summarization that is there. There are some small assignments that I've given right over there for you guys to practice the stuff out as well so that you guys are able to understand the core essence of it. So, I will be sharing these notes right now in the live chat itself. Please do save it. For example, functions. Okay, what is a function? How to define a function? Writing the body, some small tasks for you guys so you guys are able to understand it in its essence itself. So I created these notes way back when I was starting out with the first startup that I had. So this is the second startup itself. So I will be sharing this notes with you right now itself, guys. Let me do that for you guys right now. Can we download the notes like a PDF? Surely you can. Okay, I have just disrupted the um, video, I guess. Give me a second. It will start on its own, guys. Not worry about it. It will take a second or two to start on its own. Okay, so yeah, it has started. Okay, so right over here, I've given you guys the link to the notes as well. I'll pin it up in the comment section. So you guys will be able to access all the Python based notes from right over there itself. So today our aim will be, I want you guys to understand machine learning a little bit more depth because there's a lot of theory behind machine learning. I don't want to waste the time just by studying Python itself and leaving out the major portions. So today our main goal will be to focus upon machine learning. Will that be fine, guys? Please let me know. Will that be fine, guys? Please let me know. Will that be fine, guys? Please let me know, guys. Okay, great. So we'll start off with machine learning. First, a general introduction. I don't want you guys to be pushed into machine learning directly. Okay, so I will start with a general introduction about machine learning itself. Now, you guys must have heard about all these terms, right? Data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, computer vision, natural language processing, and all these different buzzwords that you must have heard about, right? Or am I the only one who has heard about these buzzwords? You must have heard about these buzzwords, right? Machine learning, artificial intelligence, deep learning, data science, data analytics. First, we need to understand the core essence of these topics itself. Now, when I hear somebody, so like I said, I am a technical recruiter myself. I create the interviews, I take up interviews for various different companies, right? So, when I hear that somebody is saying that I am currently learning AI ML. Okay, if somebody says to me that I'm currently learning AI ML, just by listening to this particular sentence, I'm immediately able to figure out that he has no idea what is artificial intelligence or what is machine learning. Just by listening to one particular statement, guys. Just by listening to one particular statement that I am currently studying artificial intelligence and machine learning, I'm able to immediately understand that he has no idea what is AI. He has no idea what is machine learning itself. The reason for that is, in like layman terms, if I say, this is exactly as if I'm saying that I'm currently studying maths and addition. This statement that I am studying artificial intelligence and machine learning is the exact same. Is the exact same as me saying that I am studying mathematics and addition itself. Are mathematics and addition two different things? Please let me know. Is mathematics and addition two different things, guys? No, right? It is one and the same thing. It is not different right over there. Let me reframe this example a little bit. Instead of addition, let us take I am studying mathematics and operations. Arithmetic operations to be more precise. Arithmetic operations basically means addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, all these type of arithmetic operations that are there. Okay, maths related operations. So they are not two separate things. Arithmetic operations are a sub part of machine learning itself. Now, if I find somebody saying that, okay, I'm not studying AI ML, I'm currently studying deep learning. Okay, again, I think so. It got disrupted. Give me a second. It will automatically turn on, guys. It will automatically turn on. Don't worry. I'm not that pretty as well that you guys want to see me. Okay, if I see somebody saying that I'm studying deep learning, okay, it is me saying that I'm studying addition. I'm just studying plus. Okay, just addition itself. If I find somebody saying that I'm studying computer vision or natural language processing itself, it is just that they are basically saying that I'm solving a maths problem. Okay, I'm solving a word problem itself. So let's try to understand this. Basically, what is happening right over here is that artificial intelligence is like a big topic. It's like physics. Okay, physics is like a topic itself, right? Under it, it has various different topics, right? For example, electromagnetism or the fluid dynamics, or you are having your mechatronics itself or mechanical itself, all these different subtopics of physics that exist. In a similar manner, machine learning is also one of the subtopics that exist under AI. One of the subtopics that exist under AI. You are having soft computing as well. You are having based approaches, heuristic based approaches itself, and a lot of different algorithms that are out there. There are multiple algorithms, multiple type of AI that is out there, guys. Machine learning is just a subpart of artificial intelligence. Similar to that, deep learning is also one of the subparts of machine learning. Deep learning is just one of the subparts of machine learning as well. And when you hear people saying that computer vision or natural language processing, these type of stuff, when you hear people saying about it, that basically means that they are utilizing topics of AI, they're utilizing topics of machine learning itself. You are utilizing topics of deep learning itself to create an application inside of computer vision, to create an application inside of NLP itself. So again, I will be explaining all these terms as we go on as well. You don't have to worry about it. But that is a basic gist of things. Are you guys, and for people who are from commerce background as well, I hope so that even if you don't know even if you don't know what is mechatronics or fluid dynamics, these are basically subtopics of physics. Like if in mathematics you think about it, it's like saying mathematics is as a whole topic, that is AI, and under them you are having subtopics such as statistics, probability, arithmetic operations itself. You are having like visualizations that are there, like graphs and shit. So all these different things that are there, similar to that, AI has multiple different applications that are there. Okay, so now machine learning is one of the types of algorithms, that exist under AI. Okay, now let us try to understand the meaning of some of these terms itself. First, let us try to understand what is computer vision, some of the buzzwords that you might have heard about. You guys can also throw me some of the buzzwords, so I will explain those as well. You don't have to worry about it. Computer vision is one of those buzzwords. Then you're having NLP, that is there. You're having neural networks. You are having deep learning, machine learning. Of course, machine learning is something that we are here to study. You are having buzzwords such as let's assume artificial intelligence itself, reinforcement learning as well. We will be studying it. Okay, deep ANN, CNN, RNN all exist under neural networks itself, so that is already covered up. Data analyst is is something like it's a position itself. Okay, it's not something that we are here to learn. Supervised, unsupervised reinforcement, semi-supervised, we are there to learn. We are going to learn it in the boot camp itself, so you don't have to worry about it. Image processing comes under computer vision itself. So I think so these are the buzzwords that you guys usually listen to about. Now, computer vision, let me give you some examples. So these are basically applications of AI. Think about it as, for example, I'm having this bottle. Okay, I'm having this water bottle. What can I use this water bottle for? First, I can use it to drink something. Okay, it can be water, it can be Coke, it can be Red Bull, it can be cold coffee itself, right? I can use this water bottle for various different things. I can take this like, okay, this is some water. I can take this that like this and then start hitting somebody on the head. Okay, I can throw it off in the crowd and then again hit somebody in the head itself. What other things can I do with this bottle? I can put a rocket inside of it, not a like a big ass rocket. This small firecracker itself, and burn it, and it will go in the air and blast itself up. Fireworks, I can create it right over there, right? I can use this water bottle for a lot of different purposes. I can melt this bottle down and create something out of it as well, right? So there are multiple different applications of this water bottle. Think about this water bottle right now as AI or artificial intelligence. Similar to that, AI can also be used for various different applications itself. Okay, it is not just for some particular thing like creating fucking robots that are going to take over the world. It is not for that. It is actually not for that itself. But the point being that AI can be used for various different things, right? So let us come back to the original topic. So one of the applications of AI is to allow a computer to perceive the environment around it. Your computer does not has eyes. Your computer does not has legs or skin or some shit that it is able to perceive the environment around it itself. The ability, so using AI to give a particular computer the ability to perceive the environment around it, to see the environment around it, to understand the environment around it, is basically computer vision, giving a computer vision. Okay, it's as simple as that, as the name suggests, giving computer vision itself. Now, what are the examples of it? For example, a Tesla car, a self-driving Tesla car itself. How is it able to identify what are the different vehicles around it? How far is the vehicle or something like that? It uses sensors which collect information from the outside world and uses AI, which basically does computer vision itself, to understand that data and to help the computer using that data perceive the environment around it. One of the biggest examples of computer vision. Now, everybody right over here knows about Google Lens. How many of you guys know about Google Lens itself? Could you guys let me know? Have you guys used Google Lens at any particular point of time? Please let me know, guys. Google Lens, guys, or am I the only one who knows about Google Lens? Okay, so Google Lens as well. What does it do? It uses your phone's camera to perceive the environment around you and give you some information, some knowledge related to it. For example, when you use your phone to scan a particular text written in Chinese, and it is able to translate it in English on your screen itself, that is basically computer vision out there. But it is basically integrated with NLP as well. So we are going to come with NLP, but basically to understand the environment around you, to perceive the environment around you, to provide a computer with vision. That is what computer vision is all about. Okay. The next particular topic that we are going to go further with is NL. Again, I touched up the OBS and now it is not working. It will start working in a few seconds itself, guys. Do not worry about it. The next particular topic that we are able to see on our screen is NLP, or natural language processing itself. Okay. So natural language processing. What is natural language processing, guys? Okay, NLP, or natural language processing. Okay, natural language processing. What is the natural language of humans, guys? What is the natural language of humans? Please let me know. What is the natural language of humans, guys? The language that we use to talk to each other, right? Maybe in this particular boot camp, for the sake of this boot camp, it's English. Maybe when you are at home, it might be some other language, maybe Marathi, Gujarati, Hindi, maybe some other language that is an international language that I don't know about. So these are basically natural language, natural to the humans itself. And giving the ability to a computer to understand and interpret the natural language itself, to process the natural language for a computer to understand it in its own terms, is what NLP is. Basically, for example, when you are translating one language to the other, translating something from Hindi to English, or translating something from English to Hindi itself, that is where NLP is involved. Okay, for example, to feed an entire book to an algorithm, there's an AI algorithm. You feed an entire book to the algorithm, the AI will go and read the entire book and then give you a summary of the entire book. NLP is used right over there. Chat GPT, you are feeding in your own prompt. Okay, you're giving in your own prompt right over there to Chat GPT, and it is able to understand what is going on right over there. Example of NLP itself. So there are multiple Siri. Okay, your Siri. Okay, Google. Okay, you are having Alexa. You are having all these. They are able to understand your language and do some stuff according to the same. Again, applications of NLP. Again, applications of NLP itself. That is what natural language processing is. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this particular part, guys? Please let me know. Of course, we are not here to study CV or NLP or DL or neural nets, but I'm just trying to make you guys understand these concepts in a little bit. So, because when we are studying about machine learning, I want you guys to understand the core essence of machine learning as well. Okay. The next particular topic that we are able to see is neural nets and deep learning itself. So neural nets and deep learning are basically a type of algorithm that exists under machine learning. Again, machine learning has a lot of different algorithms under it, guys. A lot of different, just like AI has a lot of different algorithms under it. One of the types of algorithm is machine learning itself. Machine learning in its own has a lot of different algorithms under it, guys. One of those algorithms, one of the types of those algorithms is the deep learning algorithm, which is based on neural networks itself. Okay, which is based on neural networks. For example, addition. If you think that deep learning is addition itself, that is the process of adding two numbers or three numbers or four numbers, the neural networks is like the plus symbol. Okay, neural networks is like the plus symbol itself. If DL is so DL is basically utilizing neural networks to do more. Now, what is neural networks and everything, that will be very tricky for you guys to understand. We will be having a very full blown boot camp in the future related to deep learning as well, related to computer vision, related to NLP as well. So you don't have to worry about it, but try to understand it in a very core essence that humans, why was AI found? Okay, why was AI as a topic found? So basically, humans back in 1950s. Okay, I'm giving you guys a very simple explanation about all these. Back in 1950s, guys, humans came to a realization that maybe we can create the human intelligence artificially. Okay, we can create a robot or some particular unit that can enact and that can be like artificially alive at the end of the day. It can think on its own itself back in 1950s, and that is the reason why they coined this term artificial intelligence itself, that this is an intelligence that is artificial in nature. Along with time, the definition of course has changed as the knowledge and the understanding of artificial intelligence started increasing. The things started changing very drastically itself. Right now, the meaning of the term AI is basically nothing else but using the knowledge, okay, using the knowledge of a lot of different fields of science, whether it be econometrics, game theory, neurology, okay, that is neurons and shit. Then you are having your probability, statistics, and many different other topics of science, using that particular knowledge to create something that is able to do a particular task. Okay, there is general AI and then there is a specific AI as well. So do a particular task that can be done by a human. So the definition has changed over the span. Instead of AI being something that is in general intelligent enough, just like a human, the definition has changed as the understanding developed about AI. The definition right now is that AI is nothing else but just an algorithm. It is just an algorithm that is able to do a particular task that a human would do. Any particular task that is there. Maybe playing chess, maybe playing cross and zero with you, and so on and so forth itself. So the definition of AI over the time changed very drastically itself. Very drastically. Right now, our main purpose is to understand machine learning. Okay, I created a PPT for you guys and I have forgotten where I kept it for you. I have no clue where I have put that PPT. Now, so I initially created a PPT for you guys so that we are able to learn machine learning properly itself. And I really have forgotten where I've kept that PPT. Let me try to find it. I'm extremely sorry, guys, but yeah, I'm trying to find it, guys. Give me like 5 minutes if it's possible, so that I'm able to like search for it on my laptop or something. I have it. I know that I have it. Just that the point is, where do I have it? I don't know that. Machine learning. Uh, okay, this is one of the syllabuses that I created. Maybe this is the one. Yeah, I think so. This is the one itself. So this is a absolutely very big syllabus. Of course, we aren't going to do the entire thing itself. So this I created it for one of the classes that I used to take like of 15 days itself. So this is what I use in my classes, in my training programs as well. So I'll use the exact same syllabus. I'll be providing you guys this PPT as well. Do not worry about it. I will be providing you guys with the PPT. I will be providing it on the Telegram channel itself. So by tomorrow morning, I will provide this PPT on the Telegram channel. The link to the Telegram channel is down in the description of the video itself. You guys will be able to get this PPT on that Telegram channel directly. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. So let's get started. Of course, the fonts and everything is messed up because this is not what I created. What I created is gone. I don't know. This is something that somebody changed the entire thing and now it looks like shit, but it's fine. We will be able to understand it. Okay, so let's try to understand what is machine learning. So it is a set of AI based algorithms. Again, starting from the very start, it is the set of AI based algorithms that enables a particular computer, a machine, to learn. Okay, it's as simple as that. Okay, to learn. Now, to learn without being explicitly programmed. That is the entire definition of machine. I will be explaining this, guys. Not worry about it. Okay. So try to understand it once again. Let me go back a little bit. So it is a part of AI. It is a set of AI algorithms that enables a machine to learn without being explicitly programmed. Now, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by being explicitly programmed? So, if I tell you, pick up that water bottle, okay, you are feeling thirsty right now. You came and you told me, like, I'm able to understand that you are thirsty. You are not able to understand that you are thirsty. Let's assume you are a kid, you are a very small child. What does a small child do, guys? What does a small child do? It starts crying when it is thirsty or when it is feeling hungry, or even if he wants to shit as well, he will start crying, right? That is basically why I hate children, because they cry at every single point of time and it makes our life miserable, especially within flights. So, the point being right over here is that if you are a small child, you want to drink water, you are feeling thirsty, what would you do? You will cry. Okay, now I am able to understand that you want water. What are the two ways in which it can be done? First, I can tell that child that, okay, shut up, I know you are feeling thirsty, there is a glass of water, pick it up and drink it. There is a glass of water, pick it up and drink it itself. Of course, this is a very bad parenting ideology itself. I'm just trying to make you guys understand. Do not follow this if you ever become parents. So, the first particular thing will be to tell it explicitly what to do if he's or she is feeling thirsty. And if you are feeling thirsty, go up, get up, go and pick that glass of water and drink it. I'm explicitly telling it what to do. Now, that is not an intelligent child. That is not an intelligent child. Of course, I'm telling him what to do right over there, right? An intelligent child will be somebody who, as soon as he is able to feel that I'm feeling thirsty, he or she will directly get up without anybody telling him. He will automatically understand that I just need to go and drink some water. That's it. He will be able to identify that his throat is all dry and shit and he needs some water. He will automatically get up, go and get up a glass of water and drink it. So, in the first particular case, I was explicitly telling the child what to do exactly, that get up from your place, move 10 feet in the starting, pick up that glass of water, put some water inside of it, drink it right over there. I'm explicitly telling it what to do. And the second particular case, the child automatically figured out that he had to drink water. He just got up, went there, pick up a glass of water and drank it. That is basically a general idea about machine. Fuck. Uh-huh. Why are you here? Okay, so yeah, Coco came, rushed in and went away again. So yeah. So that is basically the definition of machine learning. Of course, we are going to learn it in a lot of depth itself, guys, but just a brief ideology about it, I wanted you guys to understand it. Okay, so let us try to understand why was the need for machine learning came in the first place itself, guys. Why was the need of machine learning came to the world in the very first place? So let us take up a very simple example, guys. Okay, very simple example right over here. The example that we are going to take up is of spam and ham filter emails itself. Now, when you get emails, everybody has an email account. You guys are on YouTube, so of course you guys have an email account. That is a very dumb question to ask from my end. So everybody gets these spam emails, right? You won a $10 million lottery. Okay, free biscuits of gold worth rupees 10 lakh rupees, and so on and so forth. You get all these spam emails, right? So that is called as spam emails. Emails that are fraudulent in nature itself, or they're just trying to make a fool out of you or are trying to spam you in some way. Okay, and the not spam emails, Okay, not spam. Basically, the English word for that is ham. If you guys don't know, something that is not spam is called as ham in English. If you don't know, improve your. I'm telling you guys to learn it right now itself. So, ham emails basically means emails that are not fraudulent in nature. They are genuine emails via your relatives, via your friends, via your college itself, important emails itself. That is a not spam email or a ham email. Now, if you wanted to create a particular program, okay, that is able to detect if a incoming email is a spam email or a ham email, how would you do that? You don't know anything about AI. You don't know anything about machine learning. It does not exist right now in the world. How would you do it programmatically? So let's assume that we have got somewhere around 10,000 spam emails. Okay, we have got a data of 10,000 spam emails that we already know that these emails are spam in nature, and we have got somewhere around 10,000 ham emails. We already know that these are genuine emails itself. We have got the data right now. We have got 10,000 emails that are spam. We've got 10,000 emails that are ham. So what would you do? You will go through these emails itself. Okay, you will create a list. Okay, you will create a particular page that contains all the words that you are able to find that are basically existing in these spam emails that are usually like most likely present in the spam emails. You will just read through the emails and find a list of words that are very common right over there. For example, you will find words like free. Okay, you'll find words like one. You'll find words like lottery. You'll find words like for you. Okay, you will find different words right over there, right? Different words right over here that you are able to identify from these spam emails by reading the spam emails as well. Right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. But you won't be able to find patterns. You won't be able to go through all the 10,000 emails itself. It's a very long process. It will take you months to complete all the emails and find patterns inside of it. You will just be able to find out words that are repeated in most of these spam emails, and you will be able to create a list out of them. That's it. Now, what will happen after some particular point of time when companies realize that all their emails, all their spam emails are going into your spam bin itself due to your program? They'll just change the words. Instead of free, they will start using FRE, free. Okay, they will not use FREE. They will just change the spelling itself. Instead of one, they will use like win. Okay, if instead of lottery, they will just use LTTORY lottery. They just misspell it. Instead of using for you, they will start using for you itself. Just start changing these words. And because your particular program that you created right over there, these programs were only catered to find these particular words and then classify it as spam. The same emails right now will be classified as ham because these words do not exist inside of the new. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So this is where the requirement of machine learning came into the picture itself. Because we were not able to identify all the words that needed to be there. They will just change things, they will just make things different itself and start sending you the same emails again and again. What did machine learning? And because, of course, one more thing that we were not able to go through all the 10,000 emails to understand them properly because we don't have that capacity, but a computer does. A computer can go through all these 20,000 emails, 10,000 spam and 10,000 ham, and figure out very complicated things itself that we were not able to do. So for that, what will happen right over here is first we'll take up the 10,000 spam emails and the 10,000 ham emails. Okay, so we know that these are spam, these are ham. We will feed it to a machine learning algorithm, an ML algo, guys. Okay, we don't know what is there inside of the ML algo, but we know that this is an ML algo itself. We think about it as a black box. Okay, if you guys don't know about this joke, I will just play a very political joke right over here. Okay, that I shouldn't, but it's fine. So you put a potato from one end and you get gold from the other end. So this is a black box. We don't know what is happening inside of it, that it is turning the potato into gold. So if people know about this joke, they know. If they don't know, they don't know. It's fine. So right over here as well, this ML algo is a totally black box. We don't know what is going inside of it itself. We are feeding in the spam and the ham emails. The ML algo is able to gain some knowledge out of it. Right now, we don't know what knowledge it gained, but because it is able to go through all the 20,000 emails that we are feeding it in, it is able to find very complicated relationships out there. For example, if the probability of finding for you or these type of words with spelling mistakes as well, or these type of words that is having, like for example, 3 4 words that is existing inside of the same email, okay, your spelling is wrong right over there, all these type of different things, if it is able to understand, if it is able to understand right over there, it will try to figure out various complicated patterns and will create a list of it. Inside of it, we are not able to access it right now. We are not able, so all this knowledge it is gaining, we don't have any access to it right now. It is inside of the black box itself, but it is able to find these complicated relationships, complicated patterns that we as a human were not able to do that. And then if any of the spam emails or ham emails pop in, if we feed this algorithm, once it has learned it right over there, we give it a new particular thing itself, then it will try to analyze it, it will follow its rules itself that it has learned, and then it will be able to gain the knowledge, and it will be able to give the output right over there that it is a spam or a ham, and it will adopt itself according to the new emails as well. If the people are changing the emails right over there, it will try to adopt to the new emails as well, guys. That is how the ML algorithm is continuously learning. The machine learns. So for example, let's assume that people change something, they change it to for you, okay, and the machine learning algorithm was not able to figure it out. Now it will ask you this particular question, that whether did I marked it as ham, okay, the machine learning algorithm marked it as ham, is it right or wrong? If you say that it is wrong, then it will feed in this particular data right over here. This will become 10,001 itself, and will learn from right over there, and then the new emails it will again start classifying it as spam. So in that particular way, it is continuously learning right over there, guys. Continuously it is learning right over there. Are you guys able to understand why did the importance, okay, why did the importance of machine learning algorithms came into the picture itself, guys? Please let me know. Were you guys able to understand the same, guys? Please let me know. These are some of the examples wherein we are currently using machine learning algorithms. For example, you guys can read through it as well. I'm just going to read through it so you guys are able to listen to it properly. Okay, so analyzing image of products on a production line to automatically classify them. For example, a production line of let's assume bottles. Okay, if some bottle is deformed right over there, so it will automatically find it out using computer vision and just remove that bottle from right over there. Okay, detecting tumors in brains. Okay, analyzing your brain scans and detecting tumors inside of it. Automatically classifying news articles as sports article or as a commercial article, business article itself, all this type of stuff. Automatically flagging offensive comments on discussion forum. Somebody putting up some offensive comment inside of the comment section in YouTube, automatically classifying them and removing it right over there. Summarizing long documents automatically, feeding in an entire book and getting a summary of that book itself. Creating a chatbot or a personal assistant. So basically your Siri, your Google, your Bixby, your Cortana, all these different things that are there right over there. Forecasting your company's revenue next year. So whatever is your revenue over the past 10 years, forecasting then in the future as well. Okay, make your app react to voice commands. So basically making a voice command activated application itself. Detecting credit card fraud. You are present in India, your card is getting used in some UK or US at that instant. So based on your location, basically that is something that is completely wrong, and it will just block that transaction for you right over there. Okay, segmenting clients based on their purchases so that you can design a different marketing strategy for each segments. So this is a very interesting thing, guys. So let me tell you guys one thing. Very early, in the very early days of Walmart, I think so in 2000s itself, the very interesting story about Walmart. So in very early days of Walmart, I think so in 2000s, every single data analyst or a data scientist will know about this story, every single one of them. What happened was that Walmart hired, for the very first time, Walmart hired a lot of different data analysts. I think so. It was a team of 5 or 6 data analysts. Back in that particular time, it was a big team of data analysts. But nobody had that job role right over there. And they were in charge about like finding out which products sell very frequently together. Think about it in such a way, okay, that so this happened in US. Okay, this is a story from Walmart in US itself. So they were in charge about finding products that are being sold together itself. Now what do these big companies do is that products, for example, if I buy this water bottle and so no, that will not be a very good joke. So let us take those alcoholics right over there. If you buy a bottle of Pepsi and chips together, okay, you buy a bottle of Pepsi and chips together itself, and if most of the people who buy Coke or Pepsi buy chips as well, in that particular case these companies will keep Coke at one end of the store and chips at the other end of the store itself. They'll not keep it together, they will keep it separately. Because if I'm a particular person, if I'm going to buy a Coke itself, then I'm most likely going to buy the chips. And to buy the chips, I will have to travel from point A to point B, and I will look here and there. I'll find something else as well that I'm liking, and I will take that and I'll purchase that as well. If the Coke and the chips were together, then I will just go there, buy the Coke and chips, and just leave. I won't purchase anything else. So these big companies usually keep things that are frequently bought together separately, so that you have to travel a lot between the things itself and get something else for you. So that was basically their idea. So they wanted to figure out what are the things that people are purchasing together a lot. And one of the very interesting facts that came up back in 2000 was that a lot of male, a little bit adult males itself, usually bought beer and diapers together. Okay, beer and diapers together. This was a, now nobody could have thought about it, right? That somebody will go into the mall and buy beers and diapers together. Like nobody would have thought about it as well. No matter how much market research that you do, no matter how much money that you spend at any particular point of time talking to people, you would never have figured out that beers and diapers, baby diapers, were being purchased together. Now, this was a very unique finding by the data analysts that were there, and they started researching a little bit more that why is this happening? That this makes no sense, and they found out that back then, like people used to, like the male people who were sent by their wives to go to the mall to or Walmart to buy diapers for their kids itself, they usually used to purchase beer along with that as well. So that is how these different knowledges they were able to gain by just analyzing data and putting up the different things at different places itself. So these are very few small things that are there that people do not know about. But when you research in data, when you see data, data never lies. Always remember one thing: data can never lie because it is the sole truth of the world itself. And that is the reason why data analysts, data scientists, data engineers are so in demand in the entire world itself. Because of this particular reason, the insights that are able to provide to the businesses, it helps them optimally scale their revenue, and money is what makes the world go round. And for these big corporates, they need to optimize on their products as well, and that is what they did back then. And it's a very famous story. I wanted you guys to know about it as well. Okay, the next little thing is recommending a product that a client might be interested in based on past purchases. So this is basically Amazon itself. Okay, you guys are using Amazon at any particular point of time, right? So Amazon itself is one of the examples for that. Okay, so the next thing that we'll be moving on further will be types of machine learning systems. Okay, we are going to learn about the only type of machine learning system, that is basically how they are trained. Okay, if they are trained with human supervision or not. That is the type of classification that we are going to learn in this particular bootcamp itself. There are other ways of classifying machine learning models as well. For example, it is not necessary that you are classifying, like for example, let us take up this example itself. Soft drinks. Okay, everybody knows about soft drinks like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Fanta, Sprite. You are having Limca, all these different soft drinks that are there. You can classify them into, like, according to various different parameters. The first thing that you can classify them will be according to their colors. Okay, so you can classify them into black, you can classify them into orange. You can classify them into white or transparent itself, because transparent and white will be two separate things. So you can classify them according to color. You can classify them according to the company that manufactures them, whether it be Coca-Cola or maybe it's like Thumbs Up or some other company itself, Pepsi basically. So you can classify them according to the company that manufactures them. So there are multiple methods of classifying them. Now, in this particular bootcamp, we are going to learn about one of these methods, that is trained. Are they trained with human supervision or not? That is the method that we are going to focus upon. There are other methods as well, but that will not be our aim to understand, guys. Now, so what do you mean by? So think about a machine learning model as a baby. Okay, think about a machine learning model as a baby itself. Now, how does a baby learn? A baby will is not that capable enough that it looks at a fire and understands that I should not touch that fire. How will it learn? One time it will place his hand inside of the fire itself, it will burn his hand, and then he will be able to understand, oh shit, it has burnt, it is hurting, I shouldn't touch the fire. So based on some experience, based on some data itself, it learned one particular thing: I should stay away from a fire. That is what it has learned right over there. Okay, so this is basically what we are going to take up and move further. There are four different ways of classifying a machine learning model, guys: supervised, unsupervised, semi supervised, and reinforcement learning. Now, we are not reinforcement learning. Of course, I'll be explaining it to you guys. It is one of my favorite topics as well. Like, reinforcement learning is one of my go to topics. I love that topic to my entire core itself. But the only fault of this particular topic is that there is no jobs in reinforcement learning. I'm very sorry to say this. The most interesting algorithms, the most like amazing projects that you guys can build, has little to no jobs that are there inside of it. So usually I tell my students to stay away from reinforcement learning due to that really fact, because I don't want you guys to be wasting your time learning something that is not going to transition into a job. Like for me, I used to learn reinforcement learning due to I didn't go out with my friends when I was in college. I didn't used to party with along with my friends when I was in college. I didn't used to do anything. I just sat in my room and just I used to do things. So due to that reason, I had enough time, and my free time I used to focus upon reinforcement learning as just a hobby. But I will again suggest you guys that do not go for reinforcement learning. It is a research based field itself. It is not a field in which you will be able to get jobs. It is something that, yes, you can write research papers on, you can do a lot of stuff as well, you can create amazing startups inside of it as well if you know a lot. But for a job, yeah, I'm very sorry for it. Okay, so let's continue from right over there, guys. Let's try to understand what is supervised, unsupervised, semi-supervised reinforcement learning. Now, in this particular category, what was the first thing that I told you guys? This particular like demarcation has been made on one particular thing. This entire segmentation of machine learning has been based on one particular fact, that are they trained? Okay, what is the as I've told right over here, are they trained with human supervision or not? Okay, are they trained with human supervision or not? That is the question that is there right over here, guys. Are they trained with a human supervision? Do you require a human to sit along with that algorithm or not? That is the major particular question. And if you answer this question, you will easily be able to figure out the 4 different types of machine learning. And that is what we are going to concentrate right now, guys. The first particular set of machine learning algorithms is called as the supervised machine learning algorithm. And as the name suggests, it requires human supervision. What do I mean by human supervision itself? Now, if we go back to our spam and ham email itself, guys, do you guys remember SPAM spam or ham emails? Do you guys remember that example that we used initially? Or did you guys forget about it? I hope so not. It has been like 10-20 minutes since we talked about it. I hope so that you guys have remembered the example. Please let me know if you guys remember the examples, guys. The spam and ham email. Now, if you guys remember that example, the black box that was there, the ML algo that was there, we were feeding in 10,000, okay, 10,000 spam emails and 10,000 ham emails to it. Where are these emails coming from? Who is collecting those emails? Who is classifying those emails as spam or ham? Who did that? There was no AI or ML that was present before that, right? Before the algorithm itself, there was nothing present before that. So a human had to sit, read through all those emails and classify them as spam or ham to build our data from which our machine learning started to learn. Are you guys able to understand this? The machine learning algorithm had to learn from that data. Somebody had to create that data itself. And to create that data, you needed to have a human. That human had to go through all that data and classify it as spam and ham so that that data can now be fed to a machine learning algorithm, and the future predictions, the future emails that are coming up, for that you don't need humans. The machine learning algorithm will itself classify those emails for you. These type of algorithms that require humans let us just read this through. In supervised machine learning algorithms, the training set that you feed to the algorithm includes the desired solution called as labels. We can the data building being books which can use to teach the model, that is students. Let us try to understand this particular fact as well. This you have understood, right? That supervised learning algorithms basically mean that humans need to create that data, and then it is being fed to the machine learning algorithm. So it is supervised. You need a supervision of a human itself for that algorithm to actually work. So let us try to understand this, guys. Let us try to understand. This is a very interesting point that I missed out for you guys. Let's try to understand it. Let's take up an example of a student, guys. We all were students at some particular point of time, right? There are 3 students that are there with us. The first student that is having this type of hair, okay, and like, okay, a rock star student. He's having a guitar as well. Now that looks something else. Okay, give me a second. Let me remove this leg of his. Okay, so let us create a simple student with spiky hair, a nerd student, and a student that is like, okay, I don't give a crap about this world itself. Okay, so these are 3 students that are there. This is a normal student itself, some hair on his top as well. Okay, so there are 3 students right over here. We'll name these students as well. His name is Chatur. His name is what should we name him right over here? His name is Farhan, and we'll name him. Who was the Amir Khan? What was the name of Amir Khan in 3 Idiots, guys? Do you guys remember? I forgot about his name itself. Do you guys remember who was the what was the name of Amir Khan in 3 Idiots, guys? Please let me know. Rancho. These are the 3 students that we are having right over here. Now, we are the teachers, guys. We are the teachers, and these are our 3 students that we are having. Farhan, Rancho, and Chatur, guys. Okay. So let us take up this particular example. We need to make them prepare for a test that is going to happen. This is a test, guys. Okay. We need to make sure that these students are able to pass in that particular test. Now, for teaching these students, we are having a guidebook. we are having this guidebook that is there with us, guys. Okay, and this guidebook that is there, it is having somewhere around 100 questions and the answers to those 100 questions. So 100 questions and 100 answers are there inside of this book. So guidebooks is basically for a particular topic to prepare you for a test itself. They will have just question and answer, question and answer, question and answer. For each of the questions, there will be the answers associated with that as well, guys. So what will happen right over here is that we need to train these students to pass in that particular test. So what I will do is I will take up this particular book. I will take up this particular book and I will rip off 10 particular questions from that book itself. I will divide this particular book into two separate halves. One will have 80 questions and 80 answers associated with them, and the other will have 20 questions and 20 answers associated with them, guys. I'll divide the book into two separate parts. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. I will divide this book into two separate parts, guys. I'll provide these 80 questions and 80 answers to all of these three students. And I will tell them that, okay, I've given you guys 80 questions and 80 answers. Learn from right over there. Learn from right over there, guys. Now, like I said, there are three types of student that will exist. The first student, that is Farhan, does not like to learn anything. He is not interested in studies. What he will do is, he will just flip through the pages of the book, guys. He will just read through it. He will not even try to understand it, nothing. He will just flip through the pages of the book. He'll just read, Acha, this is the question, Acha, this is the answer. Okay, done. I'm done. That is the first particular student, guys. The second particular student, that is Chatur, will rote memorize all the questions and the answers as well. He will not try to learn anything. He will just rote memorize itself. So he just saw the questions. He memorized all the questions and all the answers itself. Chatur memorized all of those things. He just wrote learn everything right over there. And Rancho, basically what he did was he tried to understand. He tried to learn right over here. He went through each and every question. He tried to understand the question. He tried to understand the solution for that question as well. He tried to learn something right over there. So now, as a teacher, I am the teacher, guys. Before giving the final test of their examinations, before giving the final test that is going to decide their future itself, I'm going to take up two tests. In the first test that I'm going to take, I'm going to take up some 5 questions right over there, guys. 5 questions I'm going to take up from this particular 80 questions, and I'm going to give the question paper to these 3 students and I'm going to check their answers. The first particular paper, this is the paper 1, guys. Paper 1, okay? The first particular paper that I'm giving right over there, I've taken up the 5 questions from these 80 questions itself. And I'm given these particular 5 questions to all the 3 students. What do you think? Will Farhan pass on the paper, or will Farhan fail the paper itself? What do you guys think? Farhan never learned anything. Farhan never memorized anything itself. He just looked over the entire 80 questions. So what do you think, guys? Will Farhan pass the exam, or will Farhan fail the exam itself, guys? The answer is absolutely simple, guys. He will either just pass or entirely fail the examination. He will entirely fail the examination itself because he never learned anything. He never tried to memorize anything. He never even saw the questions or the answers properly. He doesn't remember anything. He has not learned anything. So due to that reason, even though the questions are the same that they were given from, he will not be able to pass on this test and Farhan will fail. The first student, that is Farhan, will fail the examination, guys. Let us look at Chatur, guys. Let us look at Chatur. Chatur memorized. Chatur learned all the 80 out of 80 questions, guys. Now the 5 questions that I'm giving to him on this particular paper are the exact same from those 80. What do you think will be his score on the answer sheet, guys? What do you think will be his score on the answer sheet, guys? The answer is 100%. 100% marks. 100 out of 100. Full marks. Why is the case? Because he wrote memorize. He just memorized. He just wrote learn everything. All of those 80 questions out of 80 questions. So if the same question is coming on the test, he will score the highest. So he will get. So Chatur, will get 100 out of 100, guys. What about Rancho? Rancho didn't memorize anything, but he tried to understand everything. He tried to understand the questions, he tried to understand the solutions, he tried to learn something right over there. So if the same 50 questions are there, guys, the same 50 questions are there, what do you think? Rancho will pass the examination or Rancho will fail the examination, guys? Please let me know. Will Rancho pass the examination, guys, or will fail the examination? Again, yes, Rancho might not get 100 out of 100, but he will still perform very well on the examination itself. Even Rancho will perform very well on the examination. Let's assume that he will pass on the examination with good numbers, not the highest, but with good numbers itself. Now, these 20 questions and answers, do you guys remember these 20 questions and answers? None of the students have seen these questions or answers, guys. None of the students have seen these questions or the answers, guys. Do you guys remember that? Please let me know. Do you guys remember that? These 20 questions and answers, none of the students have seen the questions, none of the students have seen the answers. Now I'm going to take up these 20 questions and create a test out of it, guys. I'm going to take up these 20 questions and I'm going to create my paper too. I'm going to create my paper too, guys. So we already know Farhan has not studied anything. Farhan has not learned anything. Of course, he's going to fail this paper as well. There's nothing new about it. He has not learned anything. He has not studied anything. Of course, he's going to fail right over there. Rancho, on the other hand, he has learned something. Rancho, on the other hand, has understood something. He has some knowledge. So yes, of course, he will pass this examination as well with decent marks. And what about Chatur, guys? What do you think? Chatur, how much marks will he be able to get? Will Chatur pass or will Chatur fail the examination, guys? Please let me know. Will Chatur pass or will Chatur fail the examination, guys? Please let me know. Chatur will either fail terribly in the examination or will pass with very few numbers itself. So let's assume he will most probably fail the examination itself. This entire process, and after this, we know that only Rancho is the only person who will be able to give the final test and will pass right over there as well. This entire storyline that we created right over there, this is the story of a machine learning model, guys. This is the exact story of a machine learning model right over here. These students are nothing else but types of machine learning models or machine learning algorithms itself. These are not students, but actually machine learning models. Here, when I created this particular 80 questions and answers, guys, this is called as the training set. This is called as a training data itself. Training data. Why training data? Because on this particular data, our ML models are being trained. Let me just change this to red color so that our ML models, that is our students itself, that our ML models are getting trained. First of all, they are learning something right over there. That is your training data, guys. That is your training data upon which our students, upon which our ML models are learning right over there, guys. These 20 question and answers that the models have never seen. This data that our models have never seen. We know the answer as teachers, as people who are training this machine learning models. We know the answers of these 20 questions. These students, these machine learning models have no idea what are these answers, guys. Okay. These is called as your testing data. This is called as your testing data right over there, guys. Testing data. So your training data is all upon which you are training your machine learning models. Your testing data is upon which you're testing the models whether they are performing well or not. And after you have verified that yes, our Rancho model was working absolutely fine, that Rancho model is the one that you're going to use in the production. This test is nothing else but actual real data that is coming in, for which even you don't know the answers of. Even as an instructor, as a person who's training the model, you don't know. These are new emails that are coming in that now our model will be able to classify into spam and ham. Our model will now be able to classify that into spam and ham because we have trained it. We have tested it out. It is ready to go and rock the world. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. See, guys, there's no issues. If you guys want to leave the class, you guys can definitely leave the class itself. The class from the very first day I've said will be of 60 to 90 minutes. So if you're not able to stay with the class, you guys can definitely leave. There's no compulsion on staying here. Okay. Just that if you want to learn, continue being in the class. The class will be of 90 minutes itself. There's nothing that can be done about it. Okay. Okay. So now we need to rename these people. These models are going to get new names itself. Okay. Farhan is called as an underfitted model. Underfitted model. Farhan is called as an underfitted model itself. Why underfitted? Because he didn't even try to understand anything. It didn't even like try to learn anything right over there. There was nothing, like he didn't do anything. He just flipped over the data and that's it. These type of data, these type of students itself are called as underfitted students. For example, the students that are there in the boot camp right now are not listening to classes, just being right over there, thinking they are very smart. These are called as underfitted students itself. Okay. The second type of students that is there, that is Chatur. Okay. These are called as overfitted students that don't try to understand something. They just try to rote memorize everything. They just try to like learn, just memorize everything itself. They don't try to understand anything at any particular point of time. These type of students are called as overfitted students. Okay. And then you are having the desired model itself, that is Rancho. If this is the model that you want at the end of the day, good fit model. Okay. Good fit model, guys. Okay, this is the one that is the best model out there. So this is basically the terminologies that will come up very frequently while understanding the different kinds of things that are there, guys. So I wanted to make sure that you guys are able to understand the training and the testing and all these kind of different things that are out there. So that is the reason why I took up this example, to make it very clear to you guys. See, throughout the example, there is no way in hell that you are not able to understand it, because the example is very simple, and there is nothing related to machine learning out there. Once you have understood the example, I've just told you guys what is the name of the different things. What is the name of the 80 questions? What is the name of the 20 questions? What is the name of the students itself? That's all that I've told you guys. That's it. So you just have to relate both of them and you will be able to understand it very simply. Very simply itself, guys. Okay, so just keep it in your mind, guys. It will be very easy for you guys to understand it. Okay, great. Okay, coming back to supervised machine learning model once again, guys. Now you guys will be able to understand it very clearly itself, guys. Okay, in supervised learning, the training set that you feed to your algorithm, that is the data that you're feeding to your algorithm itself, includes the desired solutions. That is, it is not just the questions, but also the answers associated with it. The 80 questions as well as the 80 answers associated with each of these questions. That is what supervised algorithm is. Basically, you have to find somebody has to sit before the algorithm itself and create all these answers. You cannot directly just feed in the questions. You have to create the answers as well. And these answers are what is called as labels. These answers is what we call as the technical term of these answers is basically labels. For example, let us see a particular example itself. You're having a particular email. Okay, this is the question, guys. You're having the email. Email is the question. One email, it is the question, and the answer associated with it is whether it is spam or ham. That is basically the answer associated with it. That is basically your very simple thing, guys. That is basically your labels. What do we call as labels? We are labeling that this is a spam email or this is a ham email, and due to that clear reason itself, so like I said right over here, we can the data being books. Okay, the data being books which we can use to train the model or the students itself. So supervised machine learning model basically means in which the data needs to have questions as well as the answers associated with it, and because these answers are needed, these labels are needed, some human has to sit right over there and create those labels, put those labels on the data itself. And that is the reason why there is an involvement of human right over there, and we call it as a particular supervised machine learning algorithm, wherein it requires a human supervision right over there to give you the answers itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. And like I said, under machine learning, there are multiple different algorithms that are present at any particular point of time. These are the examples of some of the supervised machine learning algorithms that exist. Okay, k nearest neighbors, linear regression, logistic regression, support vector machines, decision trees, random forest, neural networks. These are some of the examples of supervised ML algorithms, guys. Supervised ML algorithms. Okay. The next particular thing that we are going to learn about is unsupervised machine learning algorithms, guys. As the name suggests, it does not need any human supervision. You directly just feed in the questions to the algorithm and it will give you the output. You don't need the answers associated with the questions, guys. So, of course, I will give you guys some examples to understand this as well. So, basically, the system tries to learn without a teacher. Okay, the system tries to learn without the teacher itself. You just have some questions, you give the questions to your algorithm itself, and the algorithm will give you the output directly. Now, if you don't know, there was one story. So, in Mahabharata, it is one of the very big epics that has been written inside of the Hindu culture itself. Right over there, there is a story about a particular student called as Iklavya. I'm very sorry if I don't know the spelling of Eklavya, but Eklavya was basically a particular student who didn't had a teacher. He had just one problem statement. I need to learn archery. I need to learn archery itself. And to learn archery, he didn't had any teacher. So he had to learn the entire archery by himself without the presence of a teacher itself. So that is basically what unsupervised learning is. There is no involvement of a teacher. There is no teacher. There's just question, a self learner itself. Okay. So let us look at some of the examples where this self learner will be used. Right over here, guys, this is a particular example of a algorithm that was created. So basically, what happened right over here is that there were somewhere around 25,000 images that we had. Okay, 25,000 images that we had, guys. We don't know what this image is of. Okay, this image can be of an automobile, it can be of a truck, bird, cat, dog, deer, horse, aeroplane, ship. I don't know which image. There's no labeling. Okay, I just have the questions, I just have the image itself. There's no labeling right over there. Okay, there is no labeling out there with the images. I just have a bunch of 25,000 images. So I created a unsupervised machine learning algorithm, and I fed all these 25,000 images to these unsupervised machine learning algorithm, and this is what it classified into. Okay, it basically clustered the images that appears similar together. Okay, the unsupervised machine learning algorithm went to all these 25,000 images and clustered these images together if they look similar. For example, as you're able to see, the automobiles are all together. The trucks right over here are all together itself. The ships have been categorized together. Aeroplanes have been categorized together. Horses have been categorized together. Deer have been categorized together. Dogs have been categorized together. Cats and dogs are a little bit mixed right over here. Frogs have been classified together. Birds have been classified together itself. And if you find one thing, the living and the non-living things as well have been classified, have been clustered together itself. The living as well as the non-living thing itself have been clustered together. Are you guys able to see this? The algorithm had no idea which image is of what particular item. They had no idea about it, guys. They didn't knew that whether it is an automobile, whether it is a truck, whether it's a ship or a aeroplane. It just had one particular thing. It is just having the image. Just by looking over these 25,000 images, it was able to categorize, cluster the images that looked similar together. And that is the beauty of unsupervised machine learning algorithm. I didn't have to go through these 25,000 pictures itself to categorize or to cluster them together. The algorithm itself did it for me. And it was even able to figure out somehow it was able to figure out the living and the non-living things as well. It was able to cluster the living things together and the non-living things together as well, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. In a similar manner, guys, there are various different applications that are there. For example, one of the application is your anomaly and novelty detection. Okay. For example, you are having a server. No, that will be very hard for you guys to understand. How can I make you guys understand this in a simple term? Okay, so let us try to understand it in such a way. You are having a particular okay, so you are having a particular card. Okay, you guys have take up a particular card right over there, guys. Okay, take up a particular card. Okay, you have taken this card from, let's say, some bank. You have taken up a card from a bank itself, guys. There are some numbers written right over here, some numbers written right over here, the logo of that bank right over here itself. And this particular card you guys are using to make your payments on a daily basis. Now you live in India, in Mumbai. You live in Mumbai, India itself. Now somehow you are sleeping. It's middle of the night. It is 3 a.m. It is middle of the night itself, and you get a notification on your phone that your card was used in Walmart in New York. Your card was used in Walmart, New York itself. You will all be like, "Hey, who used my card? What is this happening right over there?" This is a anomaly that has happened. It's not regular, right? You are living in Mumbai, your house is in Mumbai, your location is in Mumbai, your phone is in Mumbai, and somehow your card was being tried to be used in Walmart itself. So you got a message on your mobile phone saying, or somebody will call you from the bank itself that your card is being used in Walmart, New York. We have like blocked your card for right now. Is this a genuine purchase that you are doing right now, or should we block your card for now? And that will prevent you from a loss of thousands of dollars or tens of thousands of dollars as well. Because somebody, if he's able to use your card outside India for purchasing something without the CVV as well, without the OTP as well, it's a very big thing. So this anomaly detection, what it did was it tracked your usage of the card. That for the past 3 months you have not used your card itself. It tracked basically that you are currently in India, you are currently in Mumbai, your location is showing in Mumbai itself. And it was able to figure out that payment in New York in Walmart itself is a very like different thing. You are making payments of 18 rupees, 20 rupees using a card, and your current payment is showing of 10,000 rupees itself. So it will block that particular transaction and will call you and say that, okay, there's some anomaly in your payments, and this is the anomaly that we have found. Should we let this particular thing go through or not? That, my friends, is also something that has happened due to unsupervised machine learning algorithms. Unsupervised machine learning algorithms, wherein the supervised machine learning algorithm is looking at all your patterns. It is looking at your location. It is looking at your payment transactions, the size of your payment transactions. Are you? What is the frequency of your payment transactions as well? It is looking at all that. If something changes abruptly by a lot itself, there's some anomaly that has happened right over there, and will point it out. It will stop that right over there itself. That is one of the other examples wherein we use your unsupervised machine learning algorithms itself. Are you guys able to understand it? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. The second last thing for today is that semi-supervised machine learning algorithm. Now, the term semi-supervised, as you are able to see, basically means it is supervised as well as unsupervised at the same point of time. There's a little bit of supervision and a little bit of unsupervision that is required right over there. Now, have you guys used Google Photos at any particular point of time, guys? Please let me know. Have you guys used Google Photos at any particular point of time? Please let me know, guys. Google Photos at any particular point of time? So in Google Photos, have you seen something like this, that you take up, it will like you are taking up some images and then it will show you a prompt that is these 6 images of this particular person, and it will show you a particular picture itself right over there. It will show you my picture and then 6 other photos that have my picture inside of it right over there itself, guys. Okay, so it will basically ask you that whether it is the same person or not. And if it is the same person, what is the name of this particular person? Have you guys seen this pop up coming up inside of your Google Photos, guys? Please let me know. Many of you guys must have seen it, right? So, and then when you put in the name that, okay, Shaurya Sinha, and basically you are categorizing. So you are labeling those 6 images. First, what it did was it used an unsupervised machine learning algorithm, guys. So Google Photos, what it did was it used an unsupervised machine learning algorithm to give you 6 images that it feels that they are very close to each other. They are very similar to each other itself. Then it forces you to label these 6 images as Shaurya Sinha. Then it uses this data set of 6 images, that is labeled data set of Shaurya Sinha, that this is an image of Shaurya Sinha, to go through all the other images to do a supervised machine learning algorithm and give you guys all the images of Shaurya Sinha at once. It will give you 30 images of Shaurya Sinha at once. It only asks for 6. You labeled it right over there. And then ran a supervised machine learning algorithm using this data set, this labeled data set right over there that you provided it with, and gave you the 30 other photos that had Shaurya Sinha right over there as well. That is an example wherein you are having unlabeled data sets and labeled data sets, and this entire process of stacking up an unsupervised machine learning algorithm and a supervised machine learning algorithm together is called as semi-supervised machine learning algorithm, guys. It is called as semi-supervised machine learning algorithm. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. That is one of the examples of semi-supervised machine learning algorithm. Okay, since why is that into effect? Because since labeling data is usually time consuming and costly, you often have plenty of unlabeled instances and a few labeled instances. Like I said, you're having somewhere around 30 unlabeled images and 6 labeled images that you were able to get. Some algorithms can deal with data that is partially labeled, and this is called as semi-supervised machine learning algorithms. Okay, it is called as semi-supervised machine learning algorithms itself. Great. So we'll stop right over here itself, guys. Do not worry about it. We'll stop right over here. I'll give you guys the attendance thing. Otherwise, I feel so that, see, if you guys are here just for the attendance, please do not come to the classes. I'm telling you again and again itself. It's better not to come to the classes. On the very first day, I've told you guys one thing, that people who are asking for attendance, we are actually like not going to give them the certificates. I'm just reminding you guys once again as well. If you're asking for the attendance, we are noting down your emails and your profile names as well, and we are blacklisting you from getting the certificates, because we are here, we are also sitting for the exact same time that you are. I don't know what you guys were doing throughout the entire day, but actually I was working. I had my office, I had my career counseling, I had my class right now, and then I'm going to go to another class. And then I'm going to make the platform for data structures and algorithms that I'm currently making for you guys itself. So I don't think so you guys are having a much more toxic and a much more like tiring day than me. But still, if you guys are here, it's not as if that you saying that give me attendance, give me attendance, it is going to make me give you the attendance very early, right? I'm still going to complete my lecture and then only share the attendance with you. You just saying about attendance, instead of that, you are just wasting your time. Just listen to the class once. I can guarantee you one thing, that you will find it very easy to understand it. You find it exceptionally easy to understand it. I'm trying to make sure that I'm making it the examples, I'm making everything very simple, very relatable, so that you guys are able to understand. Just make sure that you are spending some time to learn. Okay, saying about attendance is not going to give me the, like, I will give you good attendance. Okay, five people said attendance right over here. Let me give the attendance. Nah, that is not going to be the case. I'm still going to take up my time to teach. Okay, so if you are here, spend some time on learning as well. Why to waste your time? See, certificates never have any value. Always remember one thing, guys. Certificates don't have any value to it. They only have value if you know and you have the knowledge associated with those topics. Always remember that, guys. Certificates only have value if you have the knowledge associated with those topics. Because in the interview, the interviewer, if I am the interviewer itself, I am an interviewer, I am a technical interviewer. If I see a particular certificate in the person who is applying for the internship or for the job that I am interviewing for, I will just look at the topic of that particular certificate itself. And I'll just start asking questions to you. And if you're not able to answer the questions, all your other certificates as well, I'll just consider either they are fake or you bought them off. That's it. The two things that I'm going to consider right over there. And you are already rejected from my interviews. Always remember this, guys. Certificates only have value if you are learning, if you have the knowledge associated with those certificates itself. Okay, so let me create the attendance for you guys right now. I'm just creating that. Give me a second or two while I'm creating your attendance. The attendance link will be open for the next 5 minutes, guys. It will not be open for any time more than that. I think so. This is day 4. I hope so that this is day 4. The ML PPT will be sent to you guys on the Telegram channel itself, as well as I will post it on the LinkedIn platform. So you don't have to worry about it. I'll post the PPT on the Telegram channel as well as on LinkedIn as well. I provided you guys with my LinkedIn ID down in the description of the video. You will be able to find the LinkedIn ID from right over there. So either you can join the Telegram channel or the LinkedIn. I will be posting it right over there from my own profile. Okay, so right over here, guys, I provided you guys with the attendance link. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 9:37, guys. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 9:37. The PPTs will be provided to you guys on the Telegram channel as well as the LinkedIn ID that I'm having. So for those who want to see the PPT or who want the access for the PPT, will be there on my LinkedIn ID. I will be posting it by tomorrow morning. I will be posting it. And for Telegram as well, by tomorrow morning, I will be posting both the PPT on Telegram channel as well as my LinkedIn ID. Both of them are present in the description of the video itself. So thank you so much, guys, for being there in the class itself. We'll meet tomorrow once again, same timing, same duration, same classes. Okay, thank you so much, guys. It was great to meet you guys right over here, and we will continue from right over there itself. Okay. Sorry, sir, I was absent yesterday. Do not worry about it, Hamza. If you are absent for one day, we take care of it for you. You will still receive your certificate itself. Okay. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. We'll meet tomorrow once again and we'll continue from right over there. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye, bye.